Hi guys, today in this session I am taking a basic sum of the second method of valuation of goodwill, and the name of the method is weighted average profit method or weighted average method. Okay, now I mentioned in the earlier class that the first method of goodwill is average profit method, and in that there are two: simple average and weighted average. Last few days we have done some on simple average. Now I take sums on weighted average. Now I had mentioned in the first class of simple average that simple average is the base for weighted average. If you know simple average, 80 to 90% of weighted average is done also. So what I am doing, I am explaining you the concept, and I am taking one sum little bit advanced level to start with, but the reason I have done it because you will have done all those adjustments in super profit method. Okay, now coming to weighted average method. Weighted average, why we use the word weighted average? First of all, weighted average profit method comes into picture when there is an increasing trend in the profit. It comes into picture when there is an increasing trend in the profit. That means, suppose they give you last 4 years ka profit, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, last 4 years, every year ka profit will be more than the previous year. Every year का profit will be more than the previous. Suppose 4 साल पहले का profit था 1 लाख, थर्ड लास्ट ईयर का होगा उससे ज्यादा, फोर्थ लास्ट सेकेंड लास्ट ईयर का उससे ज्यादा, एंड लास्ट ईयर का उससे ज्यादा. सो एवरी ईयर का प्रॉफिट इज हायर देन द प्रीवियस ईयर का प्रॉफिट. That means your profit every year shows an increasing trend, and whenever the profit shows an increasing trend in the past, weighted average method is applied. But as far as your undergrad syllabus is concerned, you don't have to worry. Question will specify weighted average method करना है या नहीं करना है. In professional exams, the question may be silent, but as far as your level is concerned, they will mention. And another reason they'll mention, because what happens, यहाँ पे weights लेना है. Weights क्या होता है? We will see in some time. If the question doesn't say, then सब लोग अलग अलग weight लेंगे. तो सब लोग अलग अलग weight लेंगे तो उसका calculation भी differ हो जाएगा. So as far as your syllabus is concerned, the question itself will specify whether you have to follow weighted average method or no. So in short, weighted average method is used in practical life where the past profits show an increasing trend and the person or the business intends to sell his goodwill. So he will ask for valuation to be done as per weighted average method. As I told you, 90% of the sum is similar to simple average. End में वो step change होगा. So what we will do? We will start with the sum. We'll read the sum. I'll show you the format. Of course board पे ही है. Let's do first normal way. Adjusted profit जो first part है वो ही करना है. उसके बाद there's a calculation that I'll show you in the sum only, because अगर अभी मैं बताऊंगा तो थोड़ा confusion create हो जाएगा. Okay, चलो let's read the sum. थोड़ा मैंने लेंदी सम बनाया, बट आई हैव ट्राइड टू कवर many things, and this is a YouTube open video. Those who are not studying with me, y'all can just refer this properly. You will get good concepts. Not only it will give you the hang of this apna weighted average, but it will be a very good revision of simple average also. Okay, chalo, let's read the sum. S Limited agrees to purchase the business of Mr. A, whose last 5 years profits are as follows. They have given you 2020 का 72,000, 2185, 2293, 23102 and 24 1,50,000. Now just guys observe करो, 5 साल का profit है. If you see, every year का profit is more than the previous year. That's why weighted average. But यहाँ पे as I told you, in your level they will mention. So यहाँ पे जो 5 साल का profit दिया है, every year का profit is higher than the previous, so your weighted average method. Okay, adjustments. All adjustments we have done it in simple average except for one or two which are very basic. Closing stock of 2021 undervalued by 2000. On October 1st, 22, a furniture was purchased for 9,000 and charged to P&L. This was agreed to be capitalized subject to 20% depreciation on straight line method. Business of Mr. A was carried out in a rented premises where a rent of 5,000 was paid every year. S Limited decides to carry on the business in their own premises. Profit for the year 22 includes a casual income of 1,000 which is not expected in future. Profits of last 3 years includes interest received on non-trade investments of 500 each year. During the year 23, a theft took place due to which a loss of 5,000 was incurred. In order to cover the cost of management, an annual charge of 2,500 is to be made. Calculate the value of goodwill under weighted average method at 3 years purchase, taking weights as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. As I told you, they will give you the weights. Now, ये weighted average का part कैसे करने का we will see in some time. Now guys, see, simple average में what heading we get? Calculation of adjusted profit. Now here you will give the heading calculation of product. Why product? Adjusted profits will come here only, and after getting the adjusted profit there will be two more steps that will give us the product. What is product? वो हमें थोड़ी देर में पता चल जाएगा. Okay, चलो. Now they have given you 5 years का profit. So what you will do? Take around 3/4 of the page, particulars, and give the heading of all the 5 years. 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. Around 13-14 lines का ले लो. Little bit more than half a page. 3/4 of the page ले लो. Even if you take full page, fine, because this sum is going to go on the next page. Okay, so around 15 line का table बना दो. चलो, first step, 5 years का profit है. We discuss in simple average. Profits are as shown in your P&L. So first, let's write the profit as shown. So profits 2022 का profit है 72,000. 21 का 85,000. 22 का 93,000. 23 का 1,02,000 and 24 का 1,50,000. I just hope that light का reflection. Yeah. So all 5 years का profits we have written. Guys, remember these profits, these 5 years का profits are as shown in your P&L. These 5 years का profits are as shown in your P&L. Considering all the adjustments, we have to get the adjusted profit. And keep in mind, we want trading profit. So we will adjust all non-operating items. In addition to that, there are some other items also. Let's take one by one. Closing stock of 21 was undervalued by 2,000. 2021 का closing stock was undervalued by 2,000. Now see, this I had done in simple average with my regular students. Since it is open on YouTube, I'll explain the concept again. Okay. This is your trading account. Debit credit. Closing stock यहाँ पे आता है. I'm just taking a hypothetical example. Closing stock 20,000 है. Okay. My closing stock is 20,000. Now what they say? Undervalued. Now इसमें there are two things. Undervalued, overvalued. इसमें there are two things. Undervalued, overvalued. Undervalued means the amount is less. Undervalued means the amount is less as compared to what it should be, and overvalued means the amount is more as compared to what it should be. I'll repeat, undervalued is less as compared to what it should be and overvalued is more. So when I say undervalued, मतलब जितना होना चाहिए उससे कम है. Now I have to rectify. This is a mistake. जरूरी नहीं कि हर एक बार खाली नॉन ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंस और इनकम एडजस्ट करना है. If there are certain accounting mistakes, you have to rectify that also. Now listen guys. My closing stock is 20,000. What they say? Undervalued by 2. So when I say undervalued by 2, मतलब 20 नहीं है, 22 है. Now see, trading credit minus trading debit, what we get? We get the gross profit. How we get the gross profit? Add trading credit minus trading debit. How we get gross profit? Trading credit minus trading debit. Now see, ये 20 है. It should be 22. So now if I rectify, ये 20 को मैं 22 कर रहा हूं. That means can I say my credit side has gone up by 2000? ये जो closing stock 20,000 है, मैं उसको 22 कर रहा हूं. That means my credit side has gone up by 2000. So if my credit side has gone up by 2000, my gross profit also will increase by 2. Because credit ज्यादा है तो gross profit आएगा. Credit बढ़ेगा तो gross profit भी बढ़ेगा. So my gross profit will go up by 2000. Now can I say my gross profit ultimately goes to the credit side of P&L? So if my gross profit is more, my net profit also will be more. If my gross profit is less, proportionate net profit also will be less. So ये जो 2000 है undervaluation, if I rectify, मेरा gross profit बढ़ेगा और अगर मेरा gross profit बढ़ेगा तो मेरा net profit भी बढ़ेगा. So ये 2000 का इफेक्ट है. It will increase the net profit of the year 21. Getting it now? Why it will increase? I showed you the logic. Closing stock बढ़ा, gross profit बढ़ा, gross profit बढ़ा, net profit. So 2021 का जो profit 85 है, अभी उसमें 2000 add करो. Okay? You will adjust only in the year to which it belongs. But इसमें एक point है, let me write this. Add undervaluation of closing stock. Add undervaluation of closing stock. And it will come in the column of 2021, that is 2000. Add undervaluation of closing stock, that is 2000. Got it guys? Now adjustment यहाँ पे खत्म नहीं हुआ है. If this was last year ना, adjustment खत्म हो जाता था. Now you all know very well FYJC का basic. Current year का closing stock, current year का closing stock becomes next year का opening stock. Current year का closing becomes next year का opening. तो अगर मेरा closing change होगा current year का, तो next year का opening भी change होगा. तो अगर मेरा 2021 का closing stock 2000 से बढ़ा, तो मेरा next year का opening stock भी 2000 से बढ़ेगा. Now listen, closing stock credit पे आता है income, opening debit में आता है expense. Higher the credit, higher the gross profit. Higher the debit, lower the gross profit, because इसमें क्या आता है, opening stock, purchases, direct expenses. So अगर opening stock को बढ़ाना है तो next year का मेरा opening stock भी कम होगा. So if I add closing stock of the current year, it will reduce the opening stock, sorry, it will increase the opening stock of the next year, which will reduce the profit. Getting it? नेक्स्ट ईयर में जाऊंगा, अब ये मेरा 20,000 था, तो तुमने ओपनिंग स्टॉक भी 20,000 लिया है. नाउ तुमने इसको 22 किया, तो नेक्स्ट ईयर का ओपनिंग स्टॉक भी 22 होगा. डेबिट साइड बढ़ा, एक्सपेंस साइड बढ़ा, दैट मीन्स मेरा प्रॉफिट कम. एक्सपेंस बढ़ेगा, प्रॉफिट रिड्यूसेस, एक्सपेंस कम होगा, प्रॉफिट इंक्रीज. सो इन शॉर्ट, whenever there is a effect on closing stock, it will always affect the next year का opening. So यहां पे मैंने ऐड किया है. Now next year 21 का closing will become 22 का opening. So what I will do here is less undervaluation of opening stock. Less undervaluation of opening stock. Getting it? और अगर less है, तुमको अगर confusion नहीं चाहिए तो जिधर भी less करना है, we'll put it in brackets. Even if you don't put a bracket, it's understood less. But if you want for your convenience, you can put it. Got it, guys? So I'll repeat. Undervaluation of closing stock का दो effect. Add it to 21 का profit and reduce it from 22 का profit. Why? Because यहाँ पे closing था, trading credit income side was greater. Next year का debit side is greater, so my profit will come down. If this was last year, then there was no question of this because उसके बाद वाला year आता ही नहीं था. So whenever there is closing stock, if you are calculating उसका next year का adjusted profit also, it will also affect my next year का opening stock. Clear, guys? Okay. Next. On 1st October 22, a furniture was purchased for rupees 9,000 and was charged to P&L. This was agreed to be capitalized subject to 20% depreciation on straight line. Okay. Now see. This is my P&L account. This is my P&L. Credit minus debit gives me my net profit. Okay, whatever is the figure, it gives me my net profit. Now तुमने क्या परचेज किया है? फर्नीचर. फर्नीचर क्या है? फिक्स एसेट. When you buy furniture, where it should go? When we buy furniture, it should go on the asset side. अभी देखो उन्होंने क्या बोला है? On October 22 first, purchased a machinery, it was charged to P&L. So मैंने जो फर्नीचर परचेज किया उसको मैंने P&L में डेबिट किया. जो मैंने फर्नीचर परचेज किया 9,000 में, instead of putting it on the asset side, I have debited to P&L. Again you have made an accounting error. Accounting principle का error किया है. Asset है, you have shown it as an expense. Now it's a mistake. Mistake है तो इसको rectify करना पड़ेगा. कैसे करोगे? How I get this net profit? Credit minus debit. That means मैंने 9,000 में माइनस करके आंसर लिया. Now तुम्हें अभी पता चला कि फर्नीचर P&L में गलती से डेबिट किया है. So what I'll do? मैं यहां से उसको निकाल दूंगा and I will put it on the asset side. देखो, you have treated it as an expense. अभी तुमने वो एक्सपेंस को निकाल दिया. You have treated it as an expense. अभी वो एक्सपेंस को तुमने निकाल दिया तो क्या होगा? मेरा नेट प्रॉफिट बढ़ेगा. अभी वो एक्सपेंस को तुमने निकाल दिया तो मेरा नेट प्रॉफिट बढ़ेगा. सो दिस विल हैव एन इम्पैक्ट ऑन 2022 का प्रॉफिट. गेटिंग इट? आई रिपीट. ये जो 9,000 का फर्नीचर है, इट शुड गो ऑन द एसेट साइड. हमने बाय मिस्टेक इंस्टेड ऑफ पुटिंग ऑन द एसेट साइड P&L में डेबिट किया है. नाउ हमें पता चला, वी विल रेक्टिफाई. P&L में से निकाल दो. सो P&L में से मेरा एक्सपेंस 9,000 का निकल गया जो गलती से मैंने डाला था, तो मेरा प्रॉफिट बढ़ जाएगा. देयर इज वन मोर थिंग, बट फर्स्ट लेट्स रेक्टिफाई. सो व्हाट आई डू? My profit of 1st October 22, that means October 22, will go up by 9,000. So what I will do? Add cost of furniture. Okay, no need to write pura detail. It's fine, understood. Add cost of furniture, that is 9,000. सो फर्नीचर का कॉस्ट आई विल एड बाय 9,000 rupees. फर्नीचर का कॉस्ट आई विल एड बाय 9,000. Got it guys? Now be careful. ये मैंने यहाँ पे क्यों ऐड किया? बिकॉज ये मैंने स्पेंड किया था 1 अक्टूबर 22. नाउ अंडरस्टैंड. आगे बोला है सब्जेक्ट टू 20% डेप्री. नाउ सी, बाय मिस्टेक मैंने पीएनएल में डाला. अगर मैंने एसेट में बराबर डाला होता, एवरी ईयर का मैं डेप्री प्रोवाइड करता था. डेप्री इज अ नॉर्मल एक्सपेंस. नाउ बिकॉज मैंने यहाँ पे मिस्टेक किया, अभी मैंने इसको रेक्टिफाई किया. I have shown it as a furniture, but now can I say I have to show depreciation? अभी तक डेप्री क्यों नहीं आया? बिकॉज तुमने एसेट दिखाया नहीं है ना. अगर तुम एसेट में डालोगे देन ओनली यू विल डिडक्ट डेप्री एवरी ईयर. मैंने पूरा का पूरा पीएनएल में डेबिट किया था, तो यहां से अभी वो एसेट में जाएगा. सो फ्रॉम द एसेट यू विल नाउ डिडक्ट डेप्री. आई विल नाउ प्रोवाइड डेप्री. डेप्री इज अ नॉर्मल एक्सपेंस, तो मेरा प्रॉफिट डिडक्ट होगा. नॉर्मल एक्सपेंस हम क्यों रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं? बिकॉज तुमने पहले रिकॉर्ड ही नहीं किया. अगर रिकॉर्ड किया रहता तो कुछ नहीं करता मैं. यू हैव नॉट शोन इट एज एन एसेट ओनली, देयरफॉर यू डिड नॉट प्रोवाइड डेप्री. अभी तुमने उसको एसेट दिखाया है, तो प्रोवाइड डेप्री एंड डिडक्ट. सो नाउ आई विल डिडक्ट डेप्री. नाउ बी केयरफुल. डेप्रीसिएशन विल रिड्यूस माय प्रॉफिट. So less depreciation. Now, what is the rate given there? 20% straight line. You all know there are two methods, WDV and straight line. यहाँ पे straight line है. अभी देखो, asset आया पिक्चर में कभी 22. That means first 2 years में तो asset था ही नहीं, तो asset ही नहीं था. So there is no question of depreciation in the first 2 years. There is no question of depreciation in first 2 years. Now, यहां पे मैंने खरीदा, यहां पे एंड यहां पे 3 years का आई विल टेक डेप्री. बट यहां पे मैंने कभी खरीदा 1 अक्टूबर 22. देखो ये 20 इंडिविजुअल ईयर्स है, मतलब 23 है, 23-24 नहीं है. इसका मतलब ये है दिस इज अ कैलेंडर ईयर. 23-24 होता है, 24-25 दैट मीन्स फाइनेंशियल ईयर. This is just 24, just 23, just 22, just 21, just 20. That means it is calendar year. So year ends on December. So मैंने परचेज किया 1 अक्टूबर 22 को, तो ओनली फॉर दिस ईयर 1 अक्टूबर, पूरा अक्टूबर, पूरा नवंबर, पूरा दिसंबर, पूरा अक्टूबर, पूरा नवंबर, पूरा दिसंबर. So I will take 3 months का depreciation. So I will show it in brackets. 9,000 का 20% for 3 months. 9,000 का 20% is 1,800. उसका हाफ 900. उसका हाफ हो जाएगा 450. So 2022 का डेप्री होगा 450. It is an expense, so I will deduct from it. As I told you, अगर brackets नहीं डालोगे तो भी चलेगा, because यहाँ पे less लिखा है. This is just for convenience. So यहां का डेप्री ओनली 450, बिकॉज ये साल में मैंने खाली 3 मंथ्स के लिए यूज किया है. यहां का डेप्री ओनली 450, बिकॉज ये साल में मैंने खाली 3 मंथ्स के लिए यूज किया है. नाउ यहां पे 3 मंथ्स 23 and 24 I've used it for the full year. 23 and 24 I've used it for the full year. स्ट्रेट लाइन मेथड है. WDV होता there would have been working note, but मैंने ये फर्स्ट सम में नहीं डाला है. So now here onwards I've used it for the full year. तो यहां पे आएगा 9,000 का पूरा 20%. यहां पे आएगा 9,000 का पूरा 20%, that is 1,800. So 9,000 का 20% 1,800. Got it? So I'll repeat. Cost of furniture को instead of putting on the asset side in the year 22, I debited to P&L. So वहां से निकाल दिया, expense कम हो गया, profit बढ़ गया, तो I added, and now I am showing it as an asset. तो जो दिन में मैंने खरीदा वो दिन से लेके लास्ट ईयर तक I'll have to provide डेप्री. यहाँ पे आई बॉट इट ऑन 1st October, सो अक्टूबर नवंबर दिसंबर 3 months, यहाँ पे इट इज फॉर द फुल ईयर, तो पूरे साल का 20%. क्लियर विद दिस गाइस? गॉट इट? दैट इज द पॉइंट. ओके, चलो नाउ लेट्स टेक द नेक्स्ट वन. Business of Mr. A was carried out in a rented premises where a rent of 5,000 per annum was paid every year. S Limited decides to carry on the business in their own premises. अभी देखो, ये जो भी कैलकुलेशन हो रहा है वो मिस्टर ए का प्रॉफिट एडजस्ट हो रहा है. नाउ मिस्टर ए एवरी ईयर रेंट पे कर रहा था 5,000. मिस्टर ए एवरी ईयर रेंट पे कर रहा था 5,000. नाउ गाइस व्हाट विल हैपन? उसने अपने ऑल 5 years के पीएनएल में रेंट डेबिट किया है 5,000. उसने अपने ऑल 5 years के पीएनएल में डेबिट किया है रेंट 5,000. He has shown expense of rent in all 5 years का पीएनएल 5,000. Because of that, my net profit comes down. Now I have discussed earlier also. In goodwill, we not only consider the past profits, but we also consider the future profits. In goodwill, we not only consider the past profits, but we also consider the future profits. So now what will happen? यहां तक रेंट का एक्सपेंस था. एस लिमिटेड क्या बोलता है? अभी हमारी खुद की जगह है. ना ऑब्वियस है ना, व्हेन यू आर डूइंग बिजनेस इन योर ओन प्लेस, देयर इज नो क्वेश्चन ऑफ एनी रेंट, सो देयर विल बी अ सेविंग इन रेंट. सो अभी तक जो रेंट डेबिट हो रहा था, यहां से रेंट पे नहीं करना है. सो व्हाट विल हैपन? यहां से फॉर द फ्यूचर there will be a saving. And as I told you, for goodwill, you not only have to consider the past profits, but also the future expected profits. तो मेरा रेंट जो मैंने हर साल पे किया अभी सेव हो जाएगा. So because it will be saved, I will add it to all the 5 years. There are two ways of showing it. You can show it all the 5 years or you can show it once. But weighted में it is always advisable to do it here only because आगे जाके calculation नहीं होगा. So even though it is an expense for this year, which is a normal expense, but I will add it back because इसका effect future profit पे होगा. So what you will do? यहाँ पे add savings in rent 5,000 every year. Add savings in rent 5,000 every year. Getting it? Why I'm adding here? Because तुमने डेबिट कर दिया था, अभी यहां से वो सेव हो गया, तो यहां से तुम्हारा प्रॉफिट बढ़ जाएगा. सो आई एड इट. सुपर प्रॉफिट, सॉरी, अपना सिंपल एवरेज में आई टोल्ड यू these items either you can add it at all the places or get the average and deduct or add once, but that is not possible in weighted average because you won't be able to take proper product for that. Getting it? So मैंने 5 साल रेंट पे किया. अभी आफ्टर एक्विजिशन, आफ्टर टेकिंग द बिजनेस, रेंट का एक्सपेंस नहीं आएगा, तो उतना उसका पैसा बच जाएगा. तो जो सेलर है वही बोलेगा कि तेरा फायदा हो रहा है तो मुझे उसका भी शेयर ऑफ गुडविल चाहिए. Got it? That is the logic. Next, profit for the year 22 includes a casual income of 1,000 which is not expected in future. Casual income means कभी कभार मिलता है. Very rarely you get. अभी किसी को, जैसे हम लोग ने अर्लियर किया था, किसी को लॉटरी प्राइज लग गया, कैजुअल इनकम ही हुआ ना, रोज रोज थोड़ी लॉटरी लगेगा. सो कैजुअल इनकम इज दैट वेयर इट occurs occasionally. That is not a normal profit or an operating profit, so that you cannot consider for goodwill. कौन से साल का है? 22. So 22 में एक कैजुअल इनकम मिला था जो तुम्हारे प्रॉफिट में इंक्लूडेड है, अभी वो नहीं मिलेगा, तो remove it from the year 22. So what you will do? Less कैजुअल इनकम कितना है? 1,000. सो put it in the year 2022. So 2022 का casual income है, so remove it from the profit of 2022. This is not a normal profit to be considered for goodwill. Okay, next. Profits for the last 3 years includes interest received on non-trade investment of 500 each year. Now listen, ये थर्ड मेथड सुपर प्रॉफिट में डिटेल में आएगा. अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ नॉन ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट. इन्वेस्टमेंट का एक क्लासिफिकेशन है ट्रेड एंड नॉन ट्रेड. देयर इज वन क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट विच इज ट्रेड एंड नॉन ट्रेड. दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है? ट्रेड मीन्स इन्वेस्टमेंट मेड फॉर बिजनेस पर्पस. ट्रेड मीन्स इन्वेस्टमेंट मेड फॉर बिजनेस यूज और पर्पस. जैसे कि मुझे पता है 4 साल के बाद मुझे मशीनरी खरीदना है, तो मैंने पैसा इन्वेस्ट किया और वो पैसा 4 साल के बाद मशीनरी खरीदने में ही यूज होगा. आई वॉन्ट टू बाय और कंस्ट्रक्ट ओन मशीनरी, आई इन्वेस्ट. आई वॉन्ट टू बाय कंप्यूटर्स एंड लैपटॉप्स फॉर माई बिजनेस आफ्टर 3 years. मैंने इन्वेस्ट किया है जस्ट to take care that when I buy the computers and laptops, मैं एक्स्ट्रा पैसा तभी नहीं डालूंगा, इसको बेच के मैं लूंगा. So if an investment is made with an intention that after a certain period you will sell it and buy a business asset, then that is called trade investment. Coming to non-trade, मैंने एग्जाम्पल पहले भी दिया था. If you have surplus money, ऐसे ही पैसा पड़ा है, बैंक फिक्स डिपॉजिट्स में डाल दिया, नॉन ट्रेड. शेयर्स में डाल दिया, नॉन ट्रेड. डिबेंचर्स में इन्वेस्ट किया, नॉन ट्रेड. बट डिफरेंस इज दैट नॉन ट्रेड में स्पेसिफिक पर्पस के लिए ऐसे ही डाल दिया. ट्रेड में क्या था? आई हैव इन्वेस्टेड विथ एन स्पेसिफिक इंटेंशन ऑफ बाइंग अ बिजनेस एसेट और फॉर यूजिंग इट फॉर सम स्पेसिफिक बिजनेस पर्पस. दैट इज ट्रेड एंड नॉन ट्रेड. नाउ लिसन, व्हेन देयर इज ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट, ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट का इनकम विल बी ट्रीटेड एज ऑपरेटिंग इनकम. यहां पे कुछ भी नहीं करोगे. ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट का इनकम विल ऑलवेज बी ऑपरेटिंग, whereas नॉन ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट विल बी नॉन ऑपरेटिंग. सो अगर ये ट्रेड होता ना, हम कुछ भी नहीं करते थे. बट उन्होंने क्या बोला है क्वेश्चन में दे हैव मेंशन्ड नॉन ट्रेड. सो नॉन ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट का इनकम कैन नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड फॉर गुडविल. नॉन ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट्स का इनकम कैन नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड फॉर गुडविल, तो यहां से निकाल दो. नाउ मिला है कितना? 500. बट ओनली द लास्ट 3 years, 1 2 3. सो फर्स्ट 2 years में नहीं है. सो इट इज एन इनकम विच यू हैव ऑलरेडी रिसीव्ड, बट इट इज अ नॉन ऑपरेटिंग इनकम बिकॉज नॉन ट्रेड है. अगर ट्रेड दिया रहता कुछ भी नहीं करते थे. सो व्हाट यू विल डू? लेस इनकम फ्रॉम नॉन ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट. इट इज देयर फॉर 3 years. सो फर्स्ट 2 years में नहीं है. सो फर्स्ट 2 years में नहीं है. So therefore you will take only in 3 years, that is 500, 500, 500. So less income from non-trade investment last 3 years में 500, 500, 500. Got it guys? Again I am repeating, अगर ये trade investment होता हम कुछ नहीं करते थे. बिकॉज आई शोड यू, रिवाइंड करके देख लो जो मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया, मीनिंग ऑफ ट्रेड एंड नॉन ट्रेड. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ट्रेड नॉन ट्रेड का इफेक्ट सुपर प्रॉफिट में ज्यादा आएगा. ओके, चलो नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन. दिस वी हैव डन अर्लियर. ड्यूरिंग 23 a theft took place due to which a loss of 5,000 was incurred. We discuss in super profit method, अपना sorry simple average method. Loss by fire, loss by tsunami, loss by earthquake, loss by theft. These are all non-operating expense. They are business expense, but ये रोज रोज नहीं होगा. So you cannot consider for goodwill. The very first basic sum of simple average which was open on YouTube also, we have done this. कौन से साल का है? 23. मतलब ये जो 23 का प्रॉफिट है 1,02,000, that is arrived after deducting loss by theft. It is a non-operating expense, तो वापस add back कर दो. Confusion है? Go back and see that video of simple average method. So ये non-operating expense है, तो इसके add back करूंगा. Add लॉस बाय थेफ्ट, और ये कौन से साल का है? 23 का. सो 23 में एड बैक करो 5,000. 23 में एड बैक करो 5,000. गॉट इट? एंड नाउ द लास्ट वन. In order to cover the cost of management, an annual charge of 2,500 is to be made. Now when I say cost of management, that means additional costs incurred to manage the business or the admin work. Okay, business को manage करने के लिए extra cost incur करना पड़ेगा. Now when I say management cost, business को manage करने के लिए, so can I say it's an operating expense, normal business expense? Now listen, अगर ये expense already incur किया हुआ होता ना, we would have ignored it because it's a normal expense. But ये इंकर अभी तक हुआ नहीं है, यहां से इंकर होगा, तो ये मेरा ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंस होगा फ्यूचर का. व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू, फॉर गुडविल you not only have to consider the past profits, but you also have to consider the future profits. You not only have to consider the past profits, but you also have to consider the future profits. So how I did? Saving on rent मैंने पांचों में ऐड किया. Now this is a future expense. Simple average में, as I told you while doing simple average, या तो सब में से माइनस करो या take the average and then do that. But weighted average में वो नहीं कर सकते. So what will happen? Although it's an operating expense, this is to be incurred in the future. तो मेरा profits कम होगा. So because of that, I will deduct from every year. So less cost of management कितना है? Every year 2.5. So I will put every year के कॉलम में 2,500 negative. I will put every year के कॉलम में 2,500 negative because this is a future expense which is to be incurred. Every year के कॉलम में 2.5. Why I am putting in every year का column? Because this is a future expense. Weighted average में put it in all the column, and if there is any savings of past, that also you put it in the all columns because it will take care of your future adjusted profits. That's it. No other point there. Weights है, but before we take the weights, I need the adjusted profits. So how we did in अपना simple average profit. First, let's get your adjusted profits. Okay, let's get your adjusted profits. Just let me see. Minuses बराबर लिखा है ना? -1,000. Yeah. 72,000. याद रखना, जिधर ऐड है ऐड करना, माइनस से माइनस करना. डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज देयर. कभी कभी स्टूडेंट बाय मिस्टेक ऐड को माइनस कर देते एंड माइनस को ऐड. सो 74,500. 85 plus 2 plus 5 minus 2.5. 89,500. 93 minus 2 plus 9 minus 450 plus 5 minus 1,500 minus 2.5. So 100,550. Okay. 93 minus 2 plus 9 minus 450 plus 5,000. 100,000. Okay. Then 1 lakh 2 minus 1800 minus 5 minus 500 plus 5 minus 2.5 107 200. Let me check once again. 1 lakh 2 minus 1800 plus 5000 minus 500 plus 5000. Yeah. And last wala 1 lakh 15 minus 1800 plus 5000 minus 500 minus 2.5. So 115 200. 1800. So 115 200 is my adjusted profits. Okay. My adjusted profit is 1 lakh 15 200 for the last year and 107 200 100 550 89 500 and 74 500. Now guys, see, if this was simple average, हम क्या करते थे, ये सबका टोटल लेके we would have divided by 5, but this is weighted average. So now what you have to do, you have to multiply this by the weights. देखो क्या वेट दिया है, 1 2 3 4 5. इसका मतलब ये है कि the profit trend will be in the proportion of 1 2 3 4 5. That means ये साल का मेरा जो प्रॉफिट है एक्सपेक्टेड, नेक्स्ट ईयर डबल होगा, उसके बाद एज कंपेयर टू फर्स्ट ईयर ट्रिपल होगा, उसके बाद 4 टाइम्स, उसके बाद 5 टाइम्स. You don't have to bother, they will give you the weight. So in short, weight means the proportion in which the profits are expected to incur, that is arrived by mutual understanding between the buyer and seller. तो हमें क्या करना है, this you will multiply by the weights. They've given you 1 2 3 4 5. So what you will do, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Got it? Heading क्या है, calculation of product. So now this is going to be my product. Product में what है, याद है स्टार्टिंग में मैंने बोला पहले एडजस्टेड प्रॉफिट है, उसके बाद 2 एक्स्ट्रा स्टेप है, अभी वो 2 एक्स्ट्रा स्टेप है. So now what you will do, each adjusted profit multiply by the weights. 74 500 into 1 gives you 74 500. 89 500 into 2 gives you 1,79,000. 10550 into 3, 301 650. 107 200 into 4 gives you 428 800, and 1150 into 5 gives you 576. Getting it, guys? So product is nothing but it is adjusted profit multiplied by respective weights. Product is nothing but respective adjusted profit multiplied by weight. I'll repeat, जो भी तुम्हारा adjusted profit आया, first year multiply by 1, which is the weight of first year, second year multiply by 2, third by 3, fourth by 4, fifth by 5. They will give you the weights in the question. And this is product. Alright, so if you see यहाँ तक it was same simple average method, यहाँ से weighted का part. अगर ये simple average होता, हमने adjusted profit का average लिया रहता. Got it, guys? Now the second step. What we did in simple average, we got the average adjusted profit. Now I will get the weighted average adjusted profit, but thoda formula alag hai. So my next step will be weighted average, average, 1 minute, I'll use the word, I'll write that only, weighted average adjusted profit. Weighted average adjusted profit. Weighted average adjusted profit. Okay, formula. Weighted average adjusted profit is equal to, now see what you will do. I got the product correct. It will be total product upon total weight. I'll repeat. Weighted average adjusted profit is equal to total product upon total weight. Weighted average adjusted profit is equal to total product upon total weight. Now see how we'll do. Total product मतलब क्या, ये सबको ऐड करने का. Okay, I'll just show it in brackets for your reference. You will just add all of them. I'll just put a bracket, जरूरत नहीं है but 74,500 plus 89,500. Sorry, not 89,500. Sorry, 179 plus 301,650 plus 428,800 and plus 576. Let me see. Angle बराबर है ना? Little bit. Sorry, इसको जरा angle change करता हूँ. Yeah, little bit. Got it? So in short, total product will be the total of all the products. ये पांचों को add करो. Upon sorry, पहले इसका total ले लेते हैं. So this is 576, 428,800 plus 301,650. 15,59,950. Let me check once again. 74,500 plus 179 plus 301,650. 1559 upon total weights. Now see, प्रोडक्ट में हमने सब प्रोडक्ट को ऐड किया, वेट्स में हम वेट को ऐड करेंगे. सो व्हाट यू विल डू ब्रैकेट्स में 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. 3 plus 3 6 10 and 15. So this I will divide by 15. Getting it? Total products means product का total weights means weight का total. Okay, so this now you divide by 15 gives you 103,997. Okay, 103,997. Therefore, my weighted average profit is 103,997. My weighted average profit is 103,997. Got it, guys? I'll repeat. Weighted average profit, total product upon total weight. Total product, add up all the products. Total weights, add up this weight. Now once I get this, the rest is very simple. क्या है? Goodwill सेम करना है. Goodwill is equal to, वहां पे क्या था? Average adjusted profit into the number of years of purchase. Here it will be weighted average profit, or you can call it as weighted average adjusted profit because adjust ही करना है, into number of years of purchase. Okay, goodwill is equal to weighted average profits into number of years of purchase. So 103,997 multiply by कितना है? 3 years purchase. I showed you the logic. 3 years का मतलब क्या? That means this profit level is expected to remain same for the next 3 years. So 103997 into 3 gives you 3,11,991. Therefore, my goodwill is 3,11,991. Therefore, my goodwill is 3,11,991. All of you all clear with this? Got it? So this was not only solving of sum of weighted average, but also a good revision of adjusted profit. मतलब simple average method. Simple average में क्या करते थे? We get the average adjusted we get the adjusted profits. We take उसका average multiply by the number of years of purchase. यहाँ पे after getting the adjusted profit, we multiply by the weights. We get the product. Weighted average is total product upon total weight, and then multiply by the number of years of purchase. That is your goodwill. Got it, guys? I hope it is clear. Again, repeating the same thing. Not only this was solving of sum of weighted average method, but a good revision of simple average method. That's it, guys. Please revise it. We'll continue in the next class. Those who are with me will continue. This is an open video on YouTube. Next, in this chapter, I will take a recording of super profit method with all the 4 variations of that, and that also I'll put it open on YouTube. That's it, guys. Please take care and revise this properly before we meet in the next class. Take care, guys.